Another area that needs to be considered is the no less controversial area of the localized center of pilgrimage. The hadith indicate that there are to be pilgrimages only to 3 mosques, but the ulama concur that there can be localized visitations to places that are sacred without being mosques, or that might incidentally have mosques attached. And one of the most recurrent features of traditional Muslim life amongst the ulama has always been visiting the graves of the departed, particularly the righteous, which is a commanded practice in the hadith. كُنْتُ نَهَيْتُكُمْ عَنْ زِيَارَةِ الْقُبُورِ أَلَا فَزُورُوهَا. I used to prohibit you from visiting graves, but you must now visit them. This is in Sahih Muslim. Those of you who have looked at Usul will know that this is one of the standard proof texts for abrogation. This is a commanded practice, and to visit the tombs of the righteous is particularly beneficial for ibrah, and because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not deprive the last resting place in this dunya of his loved ones of holiness and barakah. This is something that is mujarrab, unknown to anybody with the slightest inkling of spiritual insight. Only the blind can reject this. So it's a universal practice amongst the traditional ulama. And I remember when I was studying at Al-Azhar, the teachers in the afternoon, having delivered their lectures, would often take me by the hand and we would visit the tomb of Zayn al-Hussein and some of the other great mashahid of the city. This is an absolutely normative traditional practice, and those places traditionally were places for the congregation of women, often at different times, as well as congregation of men. But that has, in some parts of the Islamic world, fallen into atrophy, partly because secular elites regard these practices as associated with the peasantry and the lower social orders, and as part of the secularization drive, those places have often been marginalized. The communists in Central Asia in particular were concerned to lock and to destroy those places. There have been similar moves in Kemalist Turkey, because it is in many Islamic societies one of the principal manifestations, localizations of the sacred. The secular elites know this, and they spare no efforts in attempting to reduce those places. So women have lost out here as well.